This is the S&P 500 Spider ETF SPY one-day reading for July 10th, 2024. It's currently May 29th, 2024, 10:47 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading, $526.10. That's USD. The shuffle video for the July 10th reading was created on May 23rd, 2024 at 11:03 p.m. Eastern Time. That's a video playing for you in the lower left corner. The overall theme of behavior for SPY on the 10th, there's a sharp decline. The universe card indicating it's the strongest decline card of the deck. So it's indicating pretty significant decline. It is nullified, however, making it a little bit tricky to read right off the bat. We'll get into it in more detail as we progress. But there's probably some sort of sharp behavior that counteracts the sharp drop. Behavior around the highest high for the day. We have a rally into the high that offers opportunity to close out of a long and open up a short, more so than like your average high. And the high is also within close time proximity to the day's low. The day's low forms when we have a period of sideways rotation, a big move higher, and then more sideways rotation at a higher price level. I'm advised to trade around that piece card price level, which we saw a little bit of that yesterday, so that might help to hint as to what that price level is. We'll have to look at that when we get into the live on day of. Now, before I get into the hour-by-hour chart behavior, as well as identifying the highest highs, lowest lows, and the best trade opportunities, I just want to make sure you're aware. The whole purpose of the channel is to transmute some of the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. We do that by following the rule of karma for the channel. You go to the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders, and 5% of the profits from every profitable trade utilizing this information should be donated forward to one of these charities, or pick a charity of your choosing as long as you're paying 5% forward, and then 5% should be sent back to the channel through one of these links. If you're international, you can use Wise or you can use YouTube Tips, and that leaves you at 90%. Make sure to spend that 90% out of love. As long as you follow those rules, you follow the rule of karma for the channel, the universe considers you an angel investor. It's going to send it back to you tenfold for following through. Blessings to all my angel investors. Let's get back into it. All right, so we have a sideways kind of open in the pre-market, and that turns into a rally in the pre-market that is halted then by a sharp decline through key support. 3 pokes through the same price level at the open, and that's that piece card price level right there. Sharp drop off of that third poke, and then rally turns over. So there's a bit of a rally in the first half hour, but it turns over somewhere between the first half hour and the 10 to 11 o'clock hour. When it turns over, there's a peak that forms in a sharp drop off of that peak, taking us probably into a low there somewhere between the 11 and 12 o'clock hour, and then out of that low there's a sideways fluctuating, so from that sharp drop between 10 and 11 off of the peak, there's a rally along a sideways fluctuating rally that takes us into a day's high there between 11 and 12, and then another sharp drop taking us into a low for the day before 12 o'clock, where we then do sideways rotation. There's another big move higher, ending that sideways rotation, and more sideways rotation at a higher price level, giving us a high there between 12 and 1. And then that sideways rotation, we eventually come up against key resistance at another high between 1 and 2, and we decline with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down from that resistance level, taking us into a significant trough between 2 and 3, probably closer to 3. And then out of that decline, in the last hour, out of a decline, there's a big move higher from the bottom of the range all the way to the top of the range, taking us back to a high there at the close. Now, it's an interesting day to read, guys, because the highs and the lows are within close time proximity to each other, and the universe card is kind of like counteracted. So hard to say if it's a bullish or a bearish day here. But what I can say is there's a lot of, I want to get into a short position at this third high here when we have this like temporary breakout. Maybe just before 2 o'clock or somewhere right around 2. I want to get into a short position there for day trading, close that short position at a low between probably like right around 3 o'clock. You could also get into at the beginning of the day with this 3 pokes through the same price level followed by a sharp drop around the open. That sharp drop, you could get into a long position, hold that long position. Well, maybe a partial long. No, I wouldn't do long positions because the universe card is the theme card. I would stick to a short position just to be on the safer side. And then in the right around the close, we have a sideways S formation within a channel, followed by price swings into the post-market. Sneak preview for the following day. There's a significant decline to revisit a support level on a multi-day scale that we've recently met once before. And that's SPY for the 10th July. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. Blessings to all my angel investors. You know where to go. You know what to do. I'll see you guys on the next one.